Alright guys, Christopher here. Um, so one of my friends, a good fella by the name of Michael Mendelson, happens to be a code wizard and knows all the ins and outs of the Unreal Engine. Um, he has recently discovered something really cool, a really nifty way to detect what kind of footstep sound effect should be played when the character is walking over certain things. Now, a lot of people just use a line trace to get the same result, but what he discovered is that the character movement component already does a line trace every tick. So an additional line trace is a waste of resources. So I'm going to lead you through this process here real quick, and I'm going to show you how it's done. So first things first, on your capsule component for your character, in the collision section, you are going to need to set turn material on move to true. So return material on move needs to be set to true, or else none of this will work. Um, Second thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to your project settings, which uh, you'll just find in a drop down menu under edit. For some reason it's not letting me. How strange. There we go. And during edit project settings there, just type out the name of each of your physical materials, surface types that you would like to have. Um, Pretty simple. Then you're going to need to, of course, make those physical materials, and that's pretty easy. Just right click, physics, physical material, and then you're going to set that surface type to one of those that you already set in your project settings, so like concrete or whatever. Now, I don't need that, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. But you saw that I had all these physical materials here. And then you make sure that for your textures, for example, this ocean texture here that I've used here, you need to go into each of your textures that you're going to use for floor or ground material and set the physical material to the appropriate one, the appropriate physical material you created. So ocean is set to water. Alright, so the more complicated part here is you go into your animation for your character and you look at your animation graph. You go to your run part of the graph. Take a look at your walking animation. You'll notice I put some notifiers here called footsteps, and basically I just took a look to see if I pause it, I can detect which frame the foot is making contact with the ground. So you just right click wherever you want to add, click add notify, new notify, type in notify name, test. It puts it right there. I don't want that right there right now, but putting that there is basically like just adding an event possibility to your graph, to your animation graph. So I did that for walking and for running. Then you go back to the graph, to your event graph, and you'll see here anim notify footstep, cast, get your pawn owner, cast a character, and get your character movement. And it has a handy dandy current floor, which is only updated during walking movement. Break find floor result. Make sure that you're actually in contact with the ground. You don't want to be playing footsteps while you're in the air for some reason, while you're jumping or falling or whatever, for whatever reason. Then you get the hit result, get the surface type, which is an enum value that consists of all the stuff that you had here in your project settings, right? Select based on that enum and have each of the sound effects as one of the selection options. Use that to play sound at location. Just get the sound location from the hit result that's broken here and location there. And then this stuff printing to the screen was just so that in case for some reason you couldn't hear the sound that was being played during the demonstration I'm about to do, you could at least see it, how it works. So, without further ado, if I push play, start walking around, If you can't hear it, like I said, it says playing sound gravel when I'm in the upper left hand corner there. So if I move to water, it immediately starts playing water. Move to metal, it's playing a metal footstep sound. Concrete, snow, wood, and grass. So, pretty cool, eh? Again, first thing that I mentioned, kind of very important, remember to set return material on move to true. Um, yeah, so thank you, Michael Mendelson, for this awesome piece of knowledge that will help us create very efficient blueprints. And there you go.